All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Akwakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of GMS. Peace, salutations, blessings to Untitled this truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, Shalom to all the like-minded, Akim out here, laboring in this work. A little quick lesson. All right, so a little will be edifying. And this is going to be based on, what Esau Edom, what part of his agenda is. All right, and we know, these devils is rolling with their NWO. All right, and they pushing out a lot of, misinformation, labeling, the truth, all right, the things that are said, to pass as so-called conspiracy theories, all right, and, as time moves on, hey, those whom, scoff and mock at the word and at the prophets, hey, they gonna see it, all right, in real time very soon. This is the word demonizing or demonize. All right, and said definition would be portray as wicked and threatening. All right, and there's a little phrase they put it in. It said he was demonized by the press. And hey, Esau Edom, his media, his press, all right, that's a big enchantment, that's upon the earth. All right, these devils, with their pandemic, every time you turn on the news, all right, they be sitting there talking about, about that thing, all right, pretty much, throughout the whole newscast, all right, every day, and that's part of, how these devils get down. They pushing, that fear upon the people, all right, trying to get everybody to, accept, their agenda, all right, and the same thing gonna happen with, the men of the Lord, all right, the prophets on the highways and byways. These devils are building a case, all right, labeling the brothers, hate groups and, this and that. All right, when the time be, these devils are gonna, really push to demonize, all right, the men of the Lord, all right, and there's gonna be a point where, Amos 8:11, the famine of the word is going to take place, because when these devils is pushing, coming down with that great wrath, throwing people in them camps for not taking that serpent juice, all right, demonizing the men of the Lord, who preaching the word on the highways and byways. At a time gonna come when the Lord gonna pull his prophets off the streets, all right, and for the true, for the true seekers of Yahweh Shem Shah, that's a clear indicator that, hey, the word, the prophesying part, is pretty much done. All right, it come to a point where, that we are no longer to, upload these videos. We are no longer to, be on the highways and byways. Hey, then, that's a good indicator that, the elect is sealed. All right, and the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, about to, get busy, all right, and we understand, the times we're in, judgment is about to be poured out very heavily upon the earth, starting with, starting with the Lord's sanctuary first. All right. But I got some precepts here. 2 John chapter 1. I'll start verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it. All right, and again, Yahweh Shah set up commandments for Israel. All right, and under the rulership of Esau, Edom, the wicked, the people have strayed away from the commandments of the Most High. All right. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that Yahweh Shah Mashiach is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. All right, that word antichrist means anti-Messiah, anti-anointed. All right, and if you look at the world today, in the laws, all right, in the ways that they push upon the people, it is very anti-Messiah behavior. All right, that's how you can clearly understand that though, just like America, Babylon the Great, though they say in God we trust, and God bless America, they are far from the Lord. They do not uphold the ways of Yahweh Shah. All right, these damn devils have covered the judges thereof. They whitewash the men of the Lord. They whitewash the Most High Yahweh. They whitewash the Son, Yahweh Shah. All right, these devils ain't pushing the true names. All right, and they be trying to do things that is just totally abominations unto Yahweh Shah, pushing this Momo lifestyle. You know what I mean? Having where a dude can get his rod chopped off and be something that he ain't. The same thing, these women, giving power to the women. All right, where they thinking, these damn women got so much power, they think they men now. All right, but hey, this is a backwards ass society we living in under the rulership of the devil, Esau, Edom. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. And that's exactly what these devils do. All right, anything that they promote as, hey, this is all right, this, behavior that used to be frowned upon by everyone is now they pushing it like, hey, this is good. These people are, this is how the Lord made them. And then they giving those people, the momos and people like that, more rights than, a so-called, straight individual. All right. And that's exactly what these devils doing. They call the evil good. And then they're going to demonize, us brethren on the highways and byways, reading out of the Bible saying, hey, the Most High don't condone this activity. They're going to call that evil. They're going to say, you judging, yada-de-da. But at the end of the day, hey, that's why the Lord going to show up, with that judgment, It says that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. All right, and hey, Esau, Edom, and those, whom are drunken on the ways, the philosophies of these devils, hey, that's the way they going. All right, they prudent in their own eyes. All right, they don't fear the Lord, and they causing Israel to go off. All right. Second Ezra chapter 16. Second Ezra chapter 16. I'll start verse 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So again, we in the times, especially with these devils pushing their agenda throughout the earth. All right. And then you have those whom are just joined hand in hand with the wicked. All right. And just like I say, anybody who consent unto them, if you give into the ways of this world, if you give into, Esau, trust in these devils, you're going to be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. All right. So for there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And, this is going to take place. All right. In the very near future. Again, these devils are coming in, demonizing the men of the Lord, saying, that the Hebrew Israelites are hate groups. All right, and then you got those inside the circumcision that maybe bought and paid for by Esau, Edom, that are helping, pushing that narrative. All right, trying to make it into a so-called black, a so-called white thing. And, but hey, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, set it up how it is. And, it's going to come to pass exactly how it's written. All right. But it's like I said, great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So when the time be in the very near future, these devils, they about to, come after those whom fear the Lord. All right. Because at the end of the day, that is these devils, kryptonite is, the Israelites awoken into the truth, calling on their power, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Says they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling, destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. All right, and this is why, you got a lot of, so-called men of the Lord, all right, these other camps and stuff like that. You have to take this word seriously, all right? Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not to be taken lightly, because the time will come when these devils are going to come with that wrath, unless we had a hedge Yahweh Shem Yahshua, then, we that the only escape, all right? It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. And we are in very trying times, the hour of temptation. All right, these devils are about to make it very uncomfortable to survive out here. Brothers got kids, families, but at the end of the day, you got to trust Yahweh Shem Yahshua and take these losses, all right, for this present, and focus on that which is to come, that hereafter. All right, and, through the Spirit, receiving this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's increasing our faith. All right, well, Lord will, we are going to be able to endure until the end and gain that salvation if we be of the elect. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So the days of trouble are at hand. All right, and we know that there's going to be insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. But if we be of that elect, the Lord is going to provide that hedge, going to provide that protection, And those whom don't have that hedge, whom consent unto these devils because they either lack in faith or whatever it may be, for filthy lucre's sake or whatever, hey, the Lord he really gonna mess them up. All right. But those who stand faithful for Yahweh Shem Yahshua, hey, we might catch a little hell, here and there. But the Lord, hey, he not gonna we're not going to be confounded, if we be of that elect. And then if it be Yahweh Shem Yahshua will that we die for this truth's sake, hey, that, we're going to hold that fast which thou has, so we can receive that crown. All right. But it said again, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. It said, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. All right. So again, we are trusting Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, lean not on understanding. All right. Like Proverbs 3:5? Let me get it real quick. All right, because at the end of the day, we're all led into this. We're all, those us brethren who are built, laboring this truth, and we are building on, we're entered into others' labors. All right, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua has led us into this truth, and it's on in our spirit, discern that this is the truth. And, so we ain't to question that, we're to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So I say Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thy heart, and lean not on to thy own understanding. All right. So in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So again, we're to trust in the Lord. The Lord gives us this glimpse of light, and we're not to, forsake it. All right, we're not to, go back into the world, back into a congregation of the dead. All right, because the time is at hand. It's 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 22, saying, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. All right, so if we be of that elect, all right, if it be Lord will, hey, we're not. These devils ain't gonna get us. All right. This is Isaiah 47 verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, and again, this is going to the wicked Esau, Edom. All right, and this the destruction that is to come to them. I'll start verse 7. All right, this is going to, America, Babylon the Great. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou art given to pleasures, thou dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. All right, and hey, that's the pride of, these so-called Americans. They always proud to be American, proudly made in the USA. Everything's proud, this, that. Hey, these devils, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshua about to show them, what all that pride gonna get you. It's saying, that says in the heart, I am, and none else beside me. And that's the mindset of these devils. So I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. All right. So, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. All right. When the ICBMs get shot over here, all right, and 200, 200 million, or 200 to however many, them warheads touch down upon America, Babylon the Great. All right. It said, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection. All right, because the spirit of Yahweh, B'Shem Yahshua, going to be upon those missiles. The Lord gonna guide them. All right. This is what it said. They're not gonna miss their ranks. All right. They're not gonna miss their target. Every one of them gonna be shot, and they gonna hit the mark that they set to hit. So for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments, again, Esau, Edom, these devils working at witchcraft, their sorceries, their pharmakia, their enchantments, their witchcraft through this media, all these devils throwing up these signs, their hand signs, the Illuminati, the secret societies, the elite, all this witchcraft behavior that these devils partake in. The drinking, of children's blood, the sacrificing of children, just straight and utter wickedness that the Lord is about to jack these people up. All right. So for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness and hast said, none seeth me. These devils, they don't think Yahweh from outside, watching. All right. Says thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. All right, and these devils gonna keep fighting all the way up until until the Lord just completely take them all out. All right, because we know World War III gonna kick off, and the Lord gonna put it in these other nations' hearts to fire the missiles over here. And what like Daniel chapter 12, Michael the archangel, the holy angel gonna be in the chariots, and these devils, the dragon, gonna try to fight against the angels of the Lord. All right, and it's not gonna prevail. This is let me get this. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season and out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. And we are in those times. All right, because just through the Spirit, the water Habashah. When us brothers, whomever, hearken into this word diligently, whatever our lot be, we hearken into the word. We we are enduring to the sound doctrine. All right, we are hearkening to Yahweh Shemashah. All right, it's all through the Spirit. The Lord guide us to this word. But the times we in, many people rather be off, watching some rap video. All right, and there was a time we was all in the world, bugged out doing worldly shit. But here we is. The Lord calls to this truth, and we ain't taking it lightly. All right, we are hearkening to the word. We're seeing the signs of the times. All right, and we know what is to come through the Spirit. Nothing but complete utter, evil times, peerless times, bad times, especially for those whom ain't built up in this faith and have Yahweh Shemashah as that hedge. All right, so again, 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. So, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. All right, and me and the brothers, at camp day, we kind of touched on a little bit of that. A lot of these, wayward doctrines. These other camps and these plantation Christianity. All right, they turn away from the truth. All right, they scoff and mock at the truth. All right, and though some might have, a good portion of the truth, they be going off, here and there. All right, and at times we're in, you can't go be going off here and there, especially when it comes to, the Revelation 13, all right, 15, 16, 17, the MOTB. All right, and just the way this devil is moving with his agenda, pushing it throughout the whole earth, trying to make everybody get that juice. It's the same way he gonna move when it comes to that MOTB, that the implantable CHIP. All right, because look around you, everything's going digital. These devils are trying to do away with the Federal Note Reserve, where they call that the paper dollar. All right, he wants to be like the Most High. He wants to be able to track everybody's movement. He wants to know what everybody spend their money on. All right, he wants to know how much money people have, how much money people making. All right, and if you got paper dollar, you can't track that. You can't track the paper trail unless people are buying, stuff and putting it in their name. All right, at the end of the day, everything digital. These devils, they know they know what everybody has. They know what everybody spend their money on. All right, and we know the way it's looking. That the time gonna come where hey, these devils, they're gonna crash the dollar, and they're gonna implement their new digital currency system. All right, in order to, just like with this juice, in order to, get into, certain places, soon to be jobs, they're gonna be like, hey, you got to comply to come into our business. You got to comply to keep this job. The same thing gonna happen. Hey, y'all, we're transferring this money to this digital system in order to operate in this digital system. You're gonna have to receive this this charagma. All right. See if I got anything else here. I think that's probably pretty much it. But yeah, now's the time to Ephesians Chapter 5. Be very circumspect. All right. Ephesians Chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. All right. Verse 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord Yahweh Shai is. All right. And through the Spirit, we understand what the will of the Lord is. All right. To, build up the elect. All right. And ultimately, come and redeem the elect, and bring the destruction to America, Babylon the Great, along with other places, on the earth, but mainly Babylon the Great, which is going to be completely and utterly destroyed. All right, that lake of fire, that's talked about in Revelation. All right, that is America. All right, and the Lord is going to show His power, show that ultimate power, throughout the earth. All right, and then the kingdom is going to be established through Yahweh Shai. Right, with that, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yashah, Bashim Kwakadash, Kwam Yasha Allah, Balti.